Hi, Jonathan. Welcome to my second movie on productivity. These are simple things, and I know they're really simple, but they're the things that people need to learn right at the beginning. They're also things that'll make you a lot better at using Vectorworks.
You might find this a bit strange to talk about the selection tool. After all, most of us know how to use it. But do we? Because there are lots of options here. This one here, these ones, and so on. So let's go through them. First of all, selecting object. You select an object, hold the shift key down, you select another one, hold the shift key down, select the next one, and so on. If you drag a marquee, then objects totally enclosed get selected. So let's just do that again. So you can see I've got about 3 or 4 objects that are not totally enclosed, they're not selected. Hold down the Option or the Alt key and it will select those objects. Now let's just go back over this. Hold down the Shift key to select multiple objects. Now if we then combine that with dragging our marquee across everything, you'll notice that the 3 objects originally selected remain selected if I don't hold down the Shift key. But let's do that again. We'll hold down the Shift key, drag our marquee across those, and the 3 that were selected become deselected. Now this is actually logical, because if you think about it, when you hold the Shift key down and click on another object, it deselects the object you clicked on. So that makes sense. We also have the ability to use a lasso. I don't use this very often, but it's really handy if you want to just select some objects in the middle. And then there's the polygon, where we can actually draw polygon to select certain objects, and we just have to make sure we totally enclose them, double click to finish, and we select the objects that we drew around. I tend to use this one because it only takes one click and a drag, whereas the other ones take multiple clicks, and I just find that slower. So let's have a look at this option here. This is the one where we can pull an object out of a wall, we can put it back in again, and if we turn this option off, it prevents us from pulling that door out of the wall, which is really handy sometimes. There's another one to do with walls, which is the connected walls mode, this one here, and this means that the walls are connected so that when I drag these walls around, they remain connected together. If you turn this off, then when you drag a wall, it disconnects it from the group and then you have to rejoin it back together again. So that's kind of handy. So I tend to keep that one on, I tend to keep this one on, and let's go back to these ones here. So when I want to scale these objects, interactively scale the objects, here I can't, it only interactive scales single objects. This one allows me to interactively scale multiple objects, and this one prevents me from scaling them at all. Now I don't use this very often, and it does bring up a dialog box that you have to agree to. And the reason you have to agree to it is because it slows down so much stuff. So for example, you might find that it's hard to reshape objects like this. You can't reshape data tags. There's a whole lot of things. I hardly ever use that. I tend to use this one instead.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to get more of this productivity guide, check out my community. I'll put the link in the description. See you later.